Hello everyone, I am your host Anushka and you are watching E7 News. Let's begin today's bulletin. Ruling out the possibility of a lockdown in Karnataka to contain the spread of coronavirus, Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa on a Tuesday said he has convened an all-party meeting on April 18 to decide the future course of action. There is no question of lockdown, Yediyurappa told reporters in Bidar. The CM clarified that the Technical Advisory Committee (TAC) has not recommended any lockdown. I am in the TAC. No one has recommended a lockdown, Yediyurappa said. Besides former Chief Ministers Siddaramaiah and H.D. Kumaraswamy and Congress State Chief D.K. Shivkumar, the members of Technical Advisory Committee members will attend the meeting on April 18. Emphasizing on public support to contain the spread of the pandemic, he said the night curfew from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. is already being imposed. People have to cooperate by wearing masks, maintaining hand hygiene and physical distancing. There is no other way. With the folded hands, I want to ask the people to cooperate, Yediyurappa said. Home buyers across Karnataka are running from pillar to post to get builders to honor their commitments or pay compensations as decreed by the court of the Real Estate Regulatory Authority Karnataka, RERA-K. As per data on the RERA-K website, it has issued 448 revenue recovery certificates compensation orders to builders with an amount of Rs 183 crores to be paid to buyers. However, home builders have received a mere compensation of Rs 1.66 crores, with just 5 of the RRCs being honored. These figures date back to September 15 to 2020. MS Shankar, General Secretary Forum for People's Collective Efforts, pointed out that builders did not adhere to the order within 60 days as mandated by law. Shankar charged, "We regret that there is no seriousness shown by the government of Karnataka or by RERA authorities in ensuring that builders abide by the orders. We have requested RERA authorities through various letters and meetings, but so far only 5 warrants have been recovered by the Deputy Commissioner's office." In 48 hours, Karnataka has reported a record number of COVID cases in the second wave. The state reported 10,250 cases on Sunday and 9,579 on Monday, amounting to a total of 19,829 new patients within a span of 2 days. The total number of cases is now 10,74,869. The positivity rate has been going up for the last 4 days, jumping from 4.69% on April 11 to 4.71% on April 12. The recovery rate has been consistently decreasing, though more people, that is 2,767, was discharged in the day as compared to 2,638 discharges the day before. The recovery rate went below 92%. The total discharges now stand at 9,85,924. The death toll increased from 40 on Sunday to 52 on Monday, which is the highest so far in the second wave, bringing the mortality rate to 1.20%. The total number of deaths stands at 12,941. Active cases in the state crossed to 75,000 mark and now stand at 75,985 cases, experiencing a 9.76% growth from the day before when the active cases stood at 69,225. Bengaluru alone reported 6,367 new cases in the day, lower than the day before when 7,584 were reported. The special investigation team probing the CD Gate case allegedly involving former Minister Ramesh Jarkiholi got a break on a Monday when the women in the video appeared before the investigating officer and submitted some documents, including video footage related to the case. Meanwhile, it is being reported in the media that the woman has claimed that she was used for the honey trap. It is said that she gave a statement before SIT that is prime suspect Naresh Gowda and his friend Shravan are behind it. However, a group of lawyers representing the women dismissed it as cooked up, saying she did not give such a statement. A senior police officer said the women came before SIT following a notice issued after her statement against Jarkiholi was recorded from ACP MC Kavita, the investigating officer. That's it for today. If you have any news to share, you can contact us at 1800 891 3722.